Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Weekly Challenges Guide. And for those who are new to this series, the weekly challenges are a set of 5 races that usually go live Thursday night, Friday morning, depending on your region. These usually consist of 4 races already in the game, and depending on your progress, may need to be unlocked, along with a 5th special event that's only curated for that particular week. And the purpose of these guides is to give you an overview as to what these races offer, whether it's single spec cars, whether it's aspirations, turbo, or naturally aspirated, or even cars from certain countries. So let's dive into what is on offer, beginning with the European Sunday Cup 500. This is a 2-lap race around Deep Forest Raceway, one of 2 visits for these challenges, and requires a road car from Europe. So any of these countries here will suffice, and as you can see, some of the examples are there. For my example, I'm going to choose something a little off the beaten path, and that's this Radical SR3 SL. And despite its looks, it is a road car, so you're welcome for those kind of shenanigans. Corners to consider: turn 1, 2nd gear, turns 3 through 5, 3rd gear, may need to hang on the throttle a little bit, turn 8, that's 2nd gear, that long straight, and turn 9, that final corner, 2nd, possibly 1st, depending on your car there. So you'll best want to be careful there. Next, the World Rally Challenge. This is a 2-lap race at Fischerman's Ranch, and requires dirt tires, the choice of car you're using, with 700 performance points or less. Now this race usually consists of Group B cars, so I'm going to choose that, and one that I haven't really used for one of these before. That's the Toyota 86 Group B rally car. Now if you're in this situation and thinking, hang on, I don't have dirt tires, well, you want to go to Race Shop, head right on over here, purchase for a cheap 5,000 credits, then go to your settings, equip them, and you should be good enough to compete. As for we'll just go with the most dangerous corners to consider since there's so many. Turn 5, 3rd gear, turns 5 and 6, 3rd gear, on the power quickly, turns 14 through 18, 2nd gear and power out because of how tight those are, turns 25 through 28, carefully manage the throttle, 33 through 37, 2nd gear and power out again, and there's 38 through 39, 3rd, and manage the throttle. So overall, very tricky set of circumstances on a loose surface, but you should be able to do it as long as you remember. Next, the Race of Turbo Sports Cars. This is a 5-lap race at Dragon Trail Seaside, and requires turbocharger along with 700 or less performance points on your car. And here's some of those examples there. So my choice for this turbo specific challenge, this Aston Martin Vantage right here that I made a GT4 build of, because again, this is a turbocharged car. And once again, here is that basic setup if you have a similar GT4 build, or if you want something competitive for this car. And feel free to tune it as you like, but this is just the basis for you to start with. Corners to consider for this track: chicane number 1, 2nd gear, mind those curbs, turns 3 through 4, 2nd gear with a slight lift before 2nd gear in the 2nd gear. Again, mind the curb. S's, 3rd gear, and balance that throttle before you get to that last left-hander. And the chicane of death, of course. 4th gear, off the throttle about midway, then power as you were pointed out. Very tricky to get right, but when you do enough practice, you should be able to get it. Next, the World Touring Car 700. This is a 10-lap race at Deep Forest Raceway, our 2nd visit, but this time with 12 times fuel use and 8 times tire wear. As usual, Group 4s for this race. You don't have to usually use them, of course, but for this example, I will be using a Group 4 car, and in this case, it'll be this Toyota Supra right here. Mediums as per usual. And if you've already paid attention to the first race here, well, pretty much identical, although you probably can get away with a little bit more since these are a lot more race tuned, so a little bit better with downforce and grip overall. So instead, I'll focus on the bonus tips here. Racing mediums, because again, race is too long for racing hards and too short for softs. Short shift for fuel saving depending on your car. And a recommended easy option would be the Aston Martin DBR9. 3 clicks down on horsepower. You will have to use racing hards, unfortunately, just to keep under the performance points level. Anyhow, though, that's how you should be doing this race, and it should be too hard. And the special event flips, the Corvette 1-Day. This time's a 3-lap race around, appropriately enough, Circuit de la Sarthe, or the 24 hours track as they call it. And pretty much any road-going Corvette is pretty much yours to choose from. Every generation, even. So for this, I didn't have much credits to make a new one, but I figured I might as well use this since it's powerful enough, and even got a livery on it. And that's my 01Z6. So, orders here. The Dunlop chicane, 2nd gear, very careful on those curves there. Tetra Rouge, 3rd gear, and careful with track limits because they will always bite you. Mulsanne, 2nd gear, and pick up throttle and use that curbing on exit. Indianapolis and Arnage, 2nd gear corners there, very easy to get those wrong. The Porsche curbs, 4th gear and manage your throttle, 3rd gear for that final left-hander, and the Ford chicane, the 3rd gear for the first part, and then 2nd gear for that last part. So, that is it for this guide. I hope you enjoyed it, whether you've just woken up to these challenges, or whether you've logged into the game for the first time in a long while. As usual, I make these videos every Friday at 2 p.m. So, if you enjoy looking into these, then you know what to do. Give it a like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss these when they do come out. So, that's it for now. Enjoy the big race this weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video.